All right, we've got a freeze tonight, a freeze tomorrow night, and tomorrow night will be the worst of the two with pretty widespread frost and a little more plant damage on some of the fruit trees possible. But we've got freeze watches all the way down to South Carolina and freeze warnings near Metro Nashville tonight. So this is a pretty widespread freezing event. You knew it was going to happen. We can't sustain really warm weather in March and throughout April. The bottom's going to fall out somehow. The upper low right here. Scattered showers in the southwest. That will kind of wobble its way northward with time and eventually bring at least some rain on Friday and into Saturday. Meanwhile, this system will also drop down, and boy, the two combined will bring not only some rainfall Friday into Saturday, but also a pretty widespread substantial rain event as we get into next week. We'll talk more about that here in just a few minutes. But some clouds are rotating in from the north. These are cumulus and stratocumulus clouds, so kind of a partly to mostly cloudy sky developing from north to south. But eventually these clouds that you see right here on the Renaissance Cam in downtown Lafayette will start to fade away and burn off through the night and will eventually go mostly clear. Still a few clouds at 11, but 40, and still a breeze blowing through the night. Though it won't be really windy like it was today. So we've got the advection freeze tonight. Now that's a freeze where you've got wind blowing, and it's, you know, if it's 30 at 6 feet above the ground, it's 30 at 100 feet and 30 near the ground. Not as many issues with that, and you don't get a lot of frost with an advection freeze. But tomorrow night we call it a radiation freeze. That's where you get calm air, light to calm winds, and totally clear skies. So that's when you can really fall. It'll be 25 at the ground, 30 at 6 feet up, and a little warmer as you head upward. Those are the damaging freezes, and sorry, my leaf is in the way. I can't push that out of the way. Fire danger into Wednesday, and unfortunately my urban forest is covering up some of the graphics. Warmer by the weekend. I love trees, so I got to put them in my graphics. 70s by the weekend, but also some showers and storms in the forecast. Tonight, 31 Rochester, 30 Monticello, and Frankfort. Not as many issues tonight, especially in the eastern two-thirds of the viewing area. Now 28 at Morocco, 27 Pence. That may burn a few apple and cherry trees and kind of thin out some blossoms. But I think the bigger issues will be tomorrow night. Tomorrow it's just a hair warmer, mostly sunny, still pretty blustery and a pretty high fire danger. 51 Rochester to 55 Lafayette and 53 at Monticello. Issues tomorrow night. Light to calm winds, a lot of frost production, and a lot of 20s tomorrow night. 26 Rochester, 29 Monticello, 30 Lafayette, and 29 at Frankfort. So let's take you from that point onward. Let's get into the weekend. First of all, it'll be warmer Thursday, 61. You know, a few scattered showers Friday, not a big deal, 64. Looks like 2 waves of scattered showers and storms Saturday with 74. And with those 2 waves of rain, a quarter to maybe a half inch out of that. 76 better Sunday, but the more widespread soaking rains developing to our south on Monday, those will overspread the area Tuesday and to Wednesday, and we're looking at an inch to an inch and a half of rain, and we could have periodic rain for about 2.5 to 3 days. But unfortunately, no 80s through the 28th of April, and yet, you know, we may have another frost and freeze on our hands right around April the 22nd. 55 tomorrow, 61 Thursday. At least some scattered showers and a few storms as we head for the weekend, and a few even on Friday. And then 70s as we head into Saturday and Sunday. And then more widespread rainfall next week. We could easily get a good 1 to 1.5 inches next week.
And we could use that.